And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. This is Brian Anderson. I've got Tim Legler and Grant Hill at the table with me, and Ali LaForce covering us courtside. And the Lakers starting five. We've got Herb Jones. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Jackson. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Strickland in at the point guard position. And for the Pelicans, they've got Harper. And it's Dick in at the small forward position. What a great front court matchup we have tonight, Legs. Do those battles look a little different from when you played?
Well, certainly there's less wrestling going on down on the block. More of these post players now want to step out and face up. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm a fan of either style.
A lot of space on the floor, that's for sure.
There's no doubt much more difficult to defend these post players with all this versatility.
Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
Well, coaches love that hustle, not only getting the extra possession, but then converting it.
Here's Harper, Abdul-Rahim, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Strickland passes to Antetokounmpo. Misses the baby hook.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Pass to O'Neal. Here's Harper. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game. Abdul-Rahim, no good. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 4-point game. Edwards, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
Pass to Abdul-Rahim. To the inside. Here's O'Neal. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And let's send it over to Ali LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the Pelicans head coach. He was complimentary of his opponent, Anthony Edwards. Coach told me Ant is a special player in terms of his athleticism, skill, and his mindset. He approaches each matchup with an aggressiveness that we need to try and match. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Ali. They throw good, Edwards.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Here's Harper. Pass to Van Arsdale. Clock at 6. Here's Harper from behind the arc. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
One thing people notice about Dylan Harper, he loves to get going downhill.
Yeah, he delights in bullying his way through a defense, using a blend of speed and size to get to where he wants to go.
The score now all even. Antetokounmpo has gotten his second bucket.
Got to appreciate the decisiveness of Giannis, rolling with purpose after setting the screen.
Here's Harper. The 9-footer's on the mark.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Oh, another highlight reel play from Anthony Edwards. Oh, this guy is fun.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Harper. Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Out to the right wing. Now here's Dick. He shoots. Abdul-Rahim, no good.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
And New Orleans making a change here. Hill's checked in. O'Neal on the wing. Pass to Hill. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. And here's Edwards doing damage on offense. He's averaging about 29.5 a game.
Oh, my. Edwards looking to demoralize the defense a little with that one.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Here's Harper. Outside O'Neal. Pass to Abdur-Rahim. Clock at 4. Launches it from deep. Hill can't connect. Here's Harper.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Just 5 on the clock. There's the triple. Drills it from deep. Harper's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. The Lakers have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Right side Jones. Jackson outside. Edwards looking for an opening. Driving in. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, great play from Edwards off the pick and roll. Moving the ball around and get another guy a shot.
Minute 32 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Harper. He has 7. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Los Angeles.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
And he knocks down the first one. And New Orleans making a change here. He's perfect from the line this time. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Yeah, it's been a close match. Which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
And here's New Orleans now. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. Here's Clowney from deep. No luck on that one. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. And there's the rejection. Here's Van Arsdale. And he makes it on the layup. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Outside Edwards. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Down low. Van Arsdale grabs a miss. New Orleans in the lead. Pass to Harper. Here's Abdul Rahim. Defended by Jackson. Fader on the way. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's just a great play on his part with the clock winding down.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's New Orleans up by 3. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from New Orleans, what do you guys think?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Early offense in this league is key. You've got to score before the defense can set up in the half court.
So on the floor for the Lakers. Oh, big time!
And one of the stronger finishers in this game, Anthony Edwards at his best.
And the Pelicans with possession here. They host the Pistons after this one. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Free to pass to Hill. And stolen by Edwards. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Dick, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And the Lakers will go for a different look here. Porzingis has checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Eason comes in for Jaren Jackson Jr. Lewis has checked in for Jones. And it's Powell in for Anthony Edwards. Yep, count it. Wow, 8 lead changes in the first half. Unbelievable.
Yeah, both sides digging in for what looks like a war.
Powell surveying the D. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And Legs, one thing we're seeing more of these days, head coaches who weren't necessarily high-profile guys coming in.
Well, I do think when you walk into a locker room having played before, there is a level of credibility that's automatically there. But in the age of analytics, it's probably less important that a head coach be a former NBA player.
Simmons is checked in for Los Angeles. Good on the second one. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Free to pass to Hill. Here's the pick to the middle. Here's Clowney. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the Lakers. Trailing by 2. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Yeah, how about the stride of Simmons? He gets in there with just a few big steps.
Here's Free. Simmons defending. Here's Van Arsdale. 2 points. That one goes. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Powell passes to Porzingis. Out to Powell. Back to Porzingis. Oh, look out! Porzingis!
Great body control by Porzingis. He sets a good pick and then rolls right into a scoring position.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Free. No points yet. Can't get it to fall. Powell with it. And he banks in the layup.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's Van Arsdale. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Here's Free. Lays it up and banks it in. Free's got his first 2 points of the night.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Here's Powell. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Van Arsdale's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Free. Outside Dick. Here's Free. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Here's Abdul-Rahim. No good that time. Great D that time from Porzingis. Here's Powell. Here he goes. Got it. Powell's got 5 points.
And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
Here's Free. His nightly numbers respectable, putting up 10 points a game. Five to shoot. Abdul-Rahim passes to Free. No good with the triple.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
Now here's Powell. Defense right on him. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Even after that serious knee injury, Porzingis with the spring to flush it.
Free, the pass to Dick. Right wing. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Cans it from the wing. He's got 6. And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to talk it over with his guys. The Lakers will go for a different look here. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Porzingis. Walsh comes in for Eason. Jones, he's checked in for Lewis. Wells comes in for Powell. A minute 58 left in the half. Simmons looking around. Pass to Walsh. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Yeah, the playmaking skills of Simmons are elite. The pass-first attitude he brings is what helps tie the team together.
Pelicans trail by 4. Here's Free. A minute and a half left to play in the second quarter. And there it is for him. Here's Simmons. Inside. And now New Orleans on the break. Here's Free. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
At the line for 2. Free.
First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both shots. 1:09 left to play in the first half. Outside Simmons. It's rebounded by Abdul-Rahim.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Pass to Free. And he gets it to go. Free's got 8 here in this quarter.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
Simmons drives in. It's hauled in by New Orleans. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Abdul-Rahim passes to Harper. Here's Abdul-Rahim. 6 points for him. And Harper gets it to go.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them reduce their attempts from downtown. And quite frankly, I think that's a good idea.
Outside Jones. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's New Orleans up 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hello, everybody. We all like close games, and tonight's matchup with the New Orleans Pelicans does not disappoint.
Even before the game started, you could feel the energy in this arena, man. They fed off that. Big-time home court advantage here.
Some of the loudest fans in this league. It's like having a sixth man on the floor. And now, as the season winds down, a look at the Western Conference picture.
You know, right now for New Orleans, they haven't played their best ball. It's an understatement. Looking a little lost and flustered right now. It's almost like they don't have any confidence in themselves.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. And, you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Using all that momentum behind him to finish with power. Gotta love watching him dive toward the rim.
He is giving the fans exactly what they came to see. He is a human highlight reel.
New Orleans leading by 4. They've got Harper, and it's Dick in at the 3 slot. That's the Pelicans 5. There's a screen to the paint. Abdul-Rahim's shot is good. Abdul-Rahim's got 8 points.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
It's good! Edwards, what strength!
And just an agile move by Edwards inside, allowing him to beat the contact.
Harper passes to O'Neal. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Lakers trail by 4. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And the offensive firepower Edwards is capable. Of is special. I mean, we are seeing it on full display right now.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam thanks to AT&T. Here's Harper. 11 points in the game. To the middle. Here's Abdul-Rahim. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Drives to the hoop. Jackson for 3. Harper pulls it in.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Now O'Neal. Here's Van Arsdale. That 3's off the mark. Lakers trail by 4. Edwards with it. Picked up by Dick. Outside Edwards. Jackson the screen. And Edwards slams it in.
And a slick play called by Edwards, creating space for himself to operate.
the Pelicans have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. O'Neal passes to Dick. To the left side wing. Abdul-Rahim, and New Orleans getting another bucket right there. Well, every team is looking for wings who can defend multiple positions. Who's at the top of your list, Tim?
Yeah, I look at a guy like Lou Dort, look at a guy like Jaden McDaniels. They've got a whole lot of want to, and they've got the ability to guard multiple positions.
Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
And nothing is more terrifying than Giannis on the attack. So powerful. When he takes flight.
For New Orleans, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Abdul-Rahim, defended by Jackson. Down low. Here's O'Neal. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising. In a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 18. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Pass to Harper. Here's Abdul-Rahim, defended by Jones. Fades back. And he can't bank that one in.
Well, he's a very good mid-range shooter, but the defense defense was all over him there, making that a very difficult shot.
Now here's Edwards doing damage on offense. He's averaging about 29.5 a game. Here's Harper. Screen by O'Neal. Harper misses. Antetokounmpo surveys. To the inside. Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, great body control. Good timing. Jackson really works the pick and roll to perfection.
Pass to Abdul-Rahim. And here's Dick. Here's Harper. He's got 11. Out to the wing. Clock is at 3. Abdul-Rahim's shot is good.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Checked in for Dick. Lakers trail by 5. Here's Strickland. He's scoreless. Count the basket.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
For New Orleans, they've gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Here's Harper. Pass to O'Neal. Inside. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Well, I think that was a product of the pressure. Take your eye off the ball for just a second, and it can lead to a turnover.
The Lakers have gone 6 for 9 in the half. Here's Strickland. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. And it's now just a 1-point Pelican lead.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Harper passes to Abdul-Rahim. Six to shoot. No good. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. Strickland passes to Edwards. Outside Jones. Back to Edwards. To the inside. Oh, down low, the Greek freak.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
Into the lane. Pass to Van Arsdale. Lets the three fly. They get it again. O'Neal can't hit from in close. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the third.
Yeah, what energy from Edwards on the drive. Pushing his way inside and straight to the cup.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third. To the left wing. Outside, Hill. Here's O'Neal. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points. O'Neal's got 6 points.
Yeah, scoring off of missed shots. That's a big part of his game.
Left side, Edwards. And it's on Antetokounmpo with the miss. Here's Abdul Rahim. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Anthony Edwards has been on display. For the Lakers. He's been productive scoring the ball. He's got 20 points so far. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so in the game for Los Angeles, Powell is out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Tari Eason. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 5.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score that is tied. You cannot take a chance here. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Lakers.
The fearlessness they they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
And something else that has stood out to me is the defense hasn't had any chance at stopping them in the mid-range.
Just a bad time for a defensive breakdown, and he really took advantage.
And at this stage of the game, you've got to take that. If the mid-range jumper is there, go ahead and knock it down.
And a Slam dunk by Porzingis.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Here's Free. Outside Dick. Pass to Abdur-Rahim. Here's Free. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. And Powell with the stuff.
And adds a few. More points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. That one's good for 2. Clowney's gotten 4 this quarter.
0. Rim protection, unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I'm surprised because he's a guy you have to key on for something like that. You can't let him get one that easy.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And the Lakers making a change here. Lewis has checked in. The throw good, Edwards. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Pass to Hill. Here's Abdur-Rahim. And it's off from three-point range. Outside Edwards. Eason, a screen on Hill. They kick it out to Porzingis. Three-pointer. Clowney pulls it in. Pelicans trail by 6. Pass to Abdur-Rahim. Here's Free. Misses the 3. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Over 2.5 minutes. Oh, a sensational slam by Ant.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Both teams will make substitutions. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Willie Green had some advice for the team over that last break. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's O'Neal. Van Arsdale passes to Harper. Outside Dick. This one for three. Hits a three-pointer.
This is their plan in the second half, to try to use the three-point shot to shrink this deficit.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And Edwards' teammates encourage him to be aggressive, because when he is, he forces the defense's hand.
And New Orleans making a change here. And both free throws good for Edwards. Pelicans trail by 7. Here's Harper from deep. That one no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Edwards no good. New Orleans has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Harper passes to Abdul-Rahim. And there's the screen. Down low. Pass to O'Neal. No one near him. And it's New Orleans with another.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
Well, with his size and a soft touch to go with it, that's an easy bucket.
Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. And it's a completely new group for the Lakers. Powell outside. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
And there's the drive. Outside Dick. He launches. Oh, another chance here for the Pelicans. Yes, sir. It's good.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Los Angeles leading by 5. Here's Strickland. Here's Powell. 5 on the clock. Here's Strickland. Oh, touches it off the glass.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Stolen by Jackson. Antetokounmpo outside. Jackson the screen. Oh, no good on the layup. Pelicans trail by 7. 2:38 left in the fourth quarter. The triple drop.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Now here's Jackson. Here's Jones. Ready off the pass. He lays it in.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Well, this is where you are going to lean on your go-to scorer.
Jackson Jr. First personal foul. Second.
He drops the first one, and that brings him within 5. Some changes for Los Angeles. Claxton, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Edwards in for Powell. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop.
Well, I'm sure he wanted to hit all of them, but he was still able to chip away a little bit more at this lead.
Here's Claxton, and stolen by Dick. 3-on-3. Cashes it in.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
Now here's Edwards. Jackson, the screen. Oh, he jammed it!
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
New Orleans calls timeout. They're behind by 5. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
You have to be smart here. If they're successful, the foul has got to happen quickly. Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
And you gotta love the mentality of Anthony Edwards. He wants to be the star. He wants the spotlight. Not everyone is like that.
And the Pelicans call time here. They're trailing by 5. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
You have to be smart here. If they're successful, the foul has got to happen quickly.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he ends up making the second. And that increases the lead to 6. The 3 is off. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go.
2 shots.
And the second of 2 is good. And that makes it a 7-point lead. So we see the Lakers get the win here. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have 2 choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Giannis, a tremendous performance. What enabled you to win this game so convincingly?
Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. See you next time.